Hi, I'm Jacob Klinger, here again with PennLive.com, covering the Steelers ahead of their AFC Championship game with the New England Patriots, which kicks off at 6:40 p.m. tonight at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. I'm a little bit elsewhere in eastern Massachusetts, and elsewhere, the Steelers had their hotel fire alarm pulled at about 3 a.m. this morning, according to multiple reports, and then confirmed by the Massachusetts State Police. There was a man from East Boston named Dennis Harrison who was arrested shortly thereafter. The police put out a statement saying he's been arrested on charges of disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace, and falsely pulling a fire alarm. This has happened to the Patriots before, actually. Before last year's Super Bowl, in the build-up to the game, they had their hotel fire alarm pulled twice on them. Some in the Steelers community have called that poetic justice. It seems to have happened to the Steelers. And again, the man has been held without bail. So that was how the Steelers began their day. The security from the hotel at the Logan Airport, Hilton, has put out a statement saying that the security alarms worked, and that's why there were noises. Now, for the Steelers to win this game, it would actually mark an occasion in which their wide receivers coach, Richard Mann, longtime guy, been in the league more than 30 years, would be beating his former boss with the Cleveland Browns, Bill Belichick. We spent a lot of time reporting on Richard Mann and some of the things he's done throughout his career, but Bill Belichick talked about him for this story. You can read it on PennLive.com, and the reason we're really talking about him is because the Steelers have had so many injuries at wide receiver this year that is not even an argument that they wouldn't be here if not for some of his work. They have an undrafted rookie free agent, and Eli Rogers, who's really their number 2 receiver at this point. Kobe Hamilton came off the practice squad, and DeMarcus Ayers is now getting regular playing time for them. Excuse me. All of these guys really widely and heralded receivers, and the only one that's been healthy consistently this year that has any serious experience in the NFL is Antonio Brown. Beyond that, there's just a void of depth, and yet the Steelers are a game away from the Super Bowl. So some of the techniques you might want to learn about from how Richard Mann has gone about teaching these guys, it's in the story, but also his relationship with Bill Belichick dating back to their time working on the Cleveland Browns staff in the early 90s. If they do beat the Patriots here, it could mark a late Super Bowl trip for Richard Mann, who's really been in the game for more than 30 years, and he's an Aliquippa, PA native. Now, the Steelers, if they do make all that happen for themselves and the wide receivers coach and anyone else who cares, will be beating Tom Brady as the Patriots quarterback in Gillette Stadium for the first time ever. They've tried 4 times. It's never worked out. The first time they did it, Cordell Stewart was still a quarterback, so this is a while ago, but they've never managed to pull it off. So they're seeking a bit of history that would, A, put them in the Super Bowl again, but B, just an achievement that they've never pulled off in an era that Tom Brady has dominated, not just against the Steelers, but in the NFL as a whole. Now, the odds makers have the Steelers losing this game. They have the Patriots favored by about 6, and they have the over-under at 50.5, which means they're not expecting the defenses to be particularly good. I think it's a very fair over-under. If someone had asked me 50, I may have taken the over, but myself, I think I have this game scoring exactly 50 points. What I see this game coming down to is 2 reasonably even teams, but I don't have a problem with saying that Tom Brady is a more mistake-free quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger, so I do think this game comes down to whether or not Ben Roethlisberger, trying to make the throws that have made him great, actually executes them late in the game. I see him getting picked off once or twice. The Patriots were 5th in the NFL in possession all season long, and I don't expect them to relent in that respect. The Patriots turning the ball over and the Steelers not being able to get it back from the Patriots. If that's the case, I see the Steelers losing 27-23, which means you take the under, and that would end the Steelers season just a game short of the Super Bowl. Now, whether or not I'm right or wrong really doesn't make any difference to me, but you can follow myself, Aaron Kasnitz, Julia Hatmaker, and Sean Simmers. They're our coverage team. They're all up with me in Foxborough covering the game. Kickoff is at 6:40, and we'll have all your updates throughout the day here on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, and in your imagination. Have a good one, guys.